I'm so excited today to be able to show you a number of sneaks from the Cloth and Paper October subscription box. So the October subscription box is all about annotation for people who love to take notes, leave notes in places, etc. I'm so excited to get this box because it looks like it will be so useful in so many ways. Obviously great for readers, but even if you're not a reader, there's so many things you're going to be able to do with this. And even just for planning itself in general, it's perfect. So let's start off with this. This is the double carry-all pouch, and it has the ristretto liner inside. So I've filled mine. So there's 2 snaps at the top so that you can secure this. Inside you have so much room. This is better than all the pouches we've seen before. Here's how I have mine set up. Well, first of all, I have the ristretto liner in here. And this liner is the same as what we've seen before. I mean, I know I have a couple in black, I have in olive. They come in lots of colors. These are super useful because they're nylon, they're thin, but they can really organize things. And you can use it to organize planner supplies like I have here, but you can also organize other items. These are just great for inside purses, inside tote bags, backpacks, etc. So here's what I have in mine. First, I have a card where I have taken some of the Luxe page flags and I just put 2 or 3 of them on each. And this way I have something really thin to tuck in for when I'm planning, because I'm never going to really be using that many at one time. I adore these little pads. And I got quite a few of them when they first came into the shop. They're on a slightly off-white base, and they're just a perfect size for things. I use them for little notes. I sometimes use them when I'm doing my Wordle. I don't know why, they're just the right size for me to make a few notes on there. And it's small, so you can tuck it places. Okay, of course I also have some spotlight flags in one of my favorite palettes, and this one is the 01. I've got some dot stickers in Avant-Garde. I've got a circle flag, and sometimes I trim these so that it doesn't have such a big backing, but just to be sure, I always put a note on the back of what it is because I have so many of them, and this one happens to be a first edition Mykonos in the volume 3. In the front pocket, I had a couple of sticky notes, and I also have some page pins. These things take up no room, but they're organized in here. So what else I have in here? There's like a netting over here, and so I put my most used pens in there so that if I'm out and about planning or whatever when I'm using this, I have the things that I use most often. Of course, the Uni Pin pen, because I'm going to need that to write on anything transparent. My favorite pen, the Kokio. And I do put a different refill in this because I like a 0.38 and it comes with a 0.5. It's the most comfortable pen to write with if you've never had one because this area here is completely flat. I also like to use olive green as my accent color, and these pens are all olive green that I can use in that way to accent things. Of course, I've got a little travel scissor in here. If you don't have one of these, you definitely should. They're just so cute. Take up no room at all, easy to travel with. I've got a dot marker. Of course, I have my Nerino because if anything needs to be stuck together, this is my go-to. I really thank Ashley for introducing this to us in a sub box, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago. It is definitely my go-to adhesive. And then I have my 2 favorite highlighters. The shiny silver, which if you haven't tried this, it is fabulous. It's sparkly. And then I love the high-level highlighters. This one happens to be in olive. I didn't even use 2 of the areas in here. It is so well organized. And obviously you could use this on your own without putting the liner in, and you can use the liner somewhere else, or you can use it together. The next item is the Plan With Correction Tape pen. And I have tried correction tape. Oh my gosh, I probably have tried 15 different ones. And my friend Aisha and I have the same concern, which is we can never find one that's bright white enough to use on our whitest papers. This is a really good one. And one thing I really love about it is that it's totally compact. And it totally closes so that the edge is not exposed. So when you're going to use it, you want to open it. And be careful, because if you don't open it all the way where you can hear the click, it's going to jam up. Trust me, I know. So what you want to do is open it until you hear that click. Okay, so over here I had something written, and then I did this over, and just to show you, you can write on it very easily. So what you're going to do is make sure you're on the side where the tape is and that that's facing down, and you basically go from left to right. Now see how that little area on the right didn't really adhere completely? It's very easy. All you have to do is smooth it out with your finger. And you can smooth out the whole thing just to be sure before you want to write on it. But it's really very nice, it's very compact, and it can fit right in that pouch. So the next thing I want to show you is an insert, and it's in a CP Petite that I have set up here with 1/2-inch discs and the clear covers and the nice marble dashboard. These dashboards are currently discontinued, but when they were on sale in last call, I got a couple of them in the mini HP size and just trimmed it to fit here, and I have it on both sides, so I've got like a little notebook that way. So there's a new insert, and this one is called the note-taking insert, and it's extremely nice. All the GOE people who love graph, you can take notes over here, and then you can make margin note. There's 2 little dashes here so you could put the date, and it's just a very plain, very usable, multifunctional insert, one that I could see a lot of use. But here's a hack. So if I'm in a meeting taking notes, this is really the way I would like to use it. What I'm going to do is take this and turn it upside down. Now my margin area is on the right. And when I'm in a meeting, I'm taking my kind of somewhat messy notes over here. And then things I want to highlight at the end of the meeting, things are assigned to people and I want to make notes about that. I like making them on the right. And basically the only thing I'm missing by doing it upside down is those 2 little dashes. I can still put the date up here. Sometimes what I like to do is when I'm reviewing notes that I've taken, like on a Zoom call or in a meeting, I like to review things and then make some notes on the side to myself. I don't know if it's just habit for me, but I enjoy making those notes on the right. So the nice thing about this insert is you can use it both ways. You can use it where you keep the notes on the right with this hack, or just on the left if you want to use it the regular way. This is very exciting. New Clear Index Tabs, Volume 1. So this is the same material, and these work the same way as the monthly tabs we received in a recent sub box. These to me are much more usable than the monthlies. The first one is to do, the next one is priorities, and then there's this week. Now obviously you could use a dry erase marker on these. I personally do not like using dry erase markers, so I had to come up with a hack. So what you're going to do is take a very light colored page flag. This is the Leche, and it's my favorite one for this type of purpose. But you could also use Angora, any of the lighter color ones. So what I did was I placed this page flag on the tab and then wrote my notes. So for example, this was right there, and I used the Uni Pin pen, but then when I'm done with these, I can just do a new one. The area on the right was a little bit more challenging, but here's what I did. We got these sticky notes in a sub box. They're completely clear except for the pill area, and even that is very light. So here's what I did. And this is to put schedule notes on for this week. So I basically took 2 of these. I trimmed off the cloth and paper. I did not trim this because that's underneath the sticky area, so I needed that. but if you look here, I don't think you notice it. So I used one and I trimmed on the side, and then I put another one on top so that I'm using two where I trimmed them just perfectly to fit in here, and there's no cloth and paper showing. And now I can continue to write or make notes with my uni pin pen so it won't smear, and take this off when I'm done. And then this index tab is totally reusable. Now, another way you might want to use it, let's say that you have something every Monday through Sunday that you want to reflect on, and you don't care to reuse it or change it, and you want something permanent, feel free to write directly on it. So hopefully that was helpful to you. If you haven't signed up for the October subscription box yet, you have until October 5th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned, and when the full box comes in, I'll be doing an unboxing for you, hopefully with some more hacks. So of course I'm doing a giveaway. I will be giving away something from this box. All you have to do to enter is let me know what you're looking forward to in the October box, like the video, and be sure you're subscribed to the email newsletter. The link is always below to subscribe, and I'm linking all the products I was showing you today in case you have an interest in them. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time around.